Hi guys, Steve here again. Just a quick update on the Mk2 Escort Group 4 rally car I'm building to do some tarmac events over here in Spain on the Costa Blanca. This picture here is taken a long time ago, well, 6 or 8 months ago. At the moment the car's progressed quite a lot, as you'll see later in the video. This was the axle, all finished and ready to go in, with a Watts linkage cover fitted. Inside the axle I'm running a 4.6 ZF limited slip differential and 4 linked. This car now is ready for going to the body shop, ready for painting, primed inside. You can see the roll cage, quite an extensive roll cage, goes to a lot of pickup points, picks up on the front suspension, makes the shell a lot more rigid. You can see I fitted the 15-inch wheel tubs on the back and the bigger turrets. It's had a differential tunnel fitted and raised the boot floor as well to give more room for the axle travel. Fitted a bigger gearbox tunnel as well because I'm going to run a G60 gearbox to give it more space. This is the car I'm going to be going to the body shop now. I've picked the new modern Ford white colour. Stands out quite a lot. The new white colour is the snow white colour. It's quite bright, so the graphics will stand out really well on it. This is back in the workshop. As you can see, I fitted the tubes in the sills as well for the WRC axle stands. So the car stands quite high and they don't get in the way. It's nice to work on the car like this. There's a few bits and pieces going on the car. I fitted the axle into it as well. You can see basically how the axle works. The gold rods go from side to side, mount on the chassis either side, and in the middle they pick up on the cover, and that pivots. That's called a Watts linkage. That allows the axle to go up and down, but not side to side. So quite a rigid axle in the vehicle, but it's 4 linked as well. And it's got the brackets there for the Proflex canisters to be mounted onto later in the video. You'll see that when it's sat on the floor. Some bits and pieces going inside the car now. I fitted the wiring loom in. The wiring loom's a very basic one. It's just a rally car, so really basic wiring loom. The pedal box is in as well. It's got a bias pedal box. Got 2 master cylinders, one for the front and one for the back, so you can adjust the braking, the percentage. I've got a long lever handbrake as well for those tight hairpins over here in Spain. At the back on the bulkhead you'll see I fitted 3 reservoirs, one's for the clutch, one for the front brakes and one for the rear brakes. I made a platform for those to fit onto, and the strut brace is fitted as well. Now inside the vehicle, behind the passenger seat is the red gel battery tucked out the way, and behind my seat is the red canister which is the fire extinguisher. You can see the lines gone in as well, the fuel lines inside, air equip, and the 3 oil lines feeding the dry sump to the engine. Now I fitted the gearbox in. You can see the 6-speed sequential gear lever, and on top of the dashboard it shows the gear selector. It tells you what gear you're in. There it is. There's the axle, all fitted with the Watts linkage and the Proflex suspension canisters. You can see that also the car is running slipper springs, 146-pound slipper springs, but on the Proflex as well I'm going to be running helper springs as well. So it's got coilovers on the shock absorbers on the back, different ratings for different events. This basically under the bonnet again, you can see that the wiring loom's gone in, and at the back on the bulkhead is a picture of the piping for the fire extinguisher system. The gold taping is on that side to reflect the heat off the exhaust manifold, which is on that side for the Cosworth. This is the car outside, the first time it's sat on wheels for a long time. I brought it out for some fresh air. Looks really good. Mud flaps are on. The car's looking really pretty. Sitting nice. Once the engine's in, then I can do all the ride heights, set all the angles and the caster and the camber once the weight of the engine's in. At the moment I'm just rebuilding the engine. That's going to be on the next video. The front and rear bumpers are the fiberglass ones. They're not metal. The bonnet's fiberglass as well. This has got all the windows fitted into it now, the Perspex windows with the little sliders in. I think that's about it for now. Speak to you guys soon.